Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, Albatross, again. Okay, now we're back to part 3. And we're going to be talking about how Blackrock is implicated, whether, overtly or not, are implicated with CPS, DHS, DHHS. So, disclaimer, please do not attempt to contact any organization or individual mentioned in this video. This is all my opinion and commentary from publicly available, from stuff that's already available to the general public. Like, none of this is new. So, and viewer discretion advised. I think that's it. Okay, here we go. And I just want to say something real quick. I want to be fair to Larry Fink. I know that companies it's like a complex organization. So I'm not just picking on Larry Fink necessarily. But I would like to say, Larry Fink, if someone's, got something over you, or if you're in trouble, blink twice, okay? Blink twice. But, anywho, he is the head of Blackrock, so that, he is the face of Blackrock. So, with that said, I'll be as fair as I possibly can be, considering he owns most of the world. So, with that said, there was an article that I read, and here it is. If you guys want to go look it up, I'll be linking it in the description below. And actually, this is one of 2 articles that I found on this topic. But, so, there is someone on Twitter who calls themselves anonymous, and their handle is like Ghost in the Wires, the Ghost in the Wire, something like that. That's their handle. And on May 26, 2024, there was like a hack or a leak where this group leaked a bunch of documents from Department of Homeland Security and Child Protective Services. Like thousands of documents. Yeah, thousands. And I did go to the website, and I found the links for the CPS and the DHS documents. And I'll be linking that in the description below because it's still up. But I didn't see Blackrock's. So, I couldn't find Blackrock's. But as far as the others, I could find those. Weird, huh? Okay. On May 26, 2024, an account on X associated with the hacker group Anonymous announced 3 new leaks of documents. On first inspection, and based on titles alone, these may prove to be the biggest leaks since Hillary's emails and the DNC, the Democratic National Convention servers, were leaked. The first leak boldly made the statement, nearly 100,000 missing children from the southern border of the United States. This is not acceptable. It included a pastebin file with the name Child Protective Services and DHS hacked by Anonymous. And as you can see there below, there was the actual tweet that they put on there. Inside the pastebin file at the top is this message. The complete failure by the Biden administration in protecting children has brought our attention to the why and who is responsible. We are not going through the entire system, and it's becoming flagrantly clear. CPS and the Missing Children Foundations are a big cover for the biggest trafficking organization in the world. You should be expecting us. That's a little ominous. But yeah, that's kind of ominous. And to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to show you in a minute, it was actually a lot more ominous than that. They skipped out the whole entire first paragraph of this statement. And I'm going to show it to you in a minute because I actually went to the pastebin file. Okay, what some people don't know is that the Child Protection Services falls under an agency called Health and Human Services, which also controls organizations like the National Institute of Health and the Center for Disease Control. It controls a lot of organizations, a lot more than that. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the actual chart of all the entities it's tied to. Health and Human Services works closely with the Department of Homeland Security in areas such as immigration and through the Office of Health Security. And this is another one of their tweets. We are anonymous. We do not forgive crimes against children. We give no sympathy to government children trafficking. Ooh. Name drop. You should have expected us. And oh yeah, and you can see there, those are the links, the paste bin links to CPS leaked documents and Homeland Security leaked documents. And there's thousands of them. That's the only reason why I'm not, going over them here, because there's thousands of them, guys. There's thousands of them. Thousands of them. But I mean, let me know. If you want me to start doing a series where I go through them one by one, let me know. But there's the links there, and I'm going to put them in the description if you guys want to check them out. I mean, I'll be looking through them a little bit. But anywho, we'll see. We'll see what I find in there. Okay. Yeah, here's the whole thing that they said before they said the complete failure by the Biden administration. Okay. Stacey Holcomb Harris, and listen, I might sound like an idiot when I ask this, but I've been trying to figure out who that is exactly. This lady. Maybe I'm an idiot. That's fine. But I couldn't find her on Google. So someone let me know who this is. But, yeah, it's a shill for Zionists. A big pharma sellout, spending her entire life attacking those that fight for freedom and against child trafficking. In your behalf, CPS is hacked and files leaked. And then, yeah. So that was the first thing they said. Maybe that was why they kept it out of the news article, because it was so controversial. But, I thought it was important to give you guys the whole entire thing that they said. The files themselves seem to originate from Washington State's Department of Family Services. Upon first inspection of the file names, they contain the inner workings of how Child Protection Services works. This includes everything from classification codes to how CPS justifies taking children from the rightful parents. And then here we go. Here's the Blackrock tweet. The second file includes the name for the reason why Anonymous decided to do this hack. And the third post made statements they have leaked over 1,000 database files and over 6,000 files. And like I said, I couldn't find it. Let me see. Yeah, I don't see the link for that one. I didn't see it the first time. I was just double checking. But yeah, so if anyone else has any better luck finding them, please let me know, because those are the documents I'm a little bit curious about. I mean, not more. I just mean, I'm curious, because, I know how in the next article they're going to connect this together, but it would just be nice to see all the documents, the CPS, DHS, plus Blackrock. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to be going through the other ones, so I'll let you guys know if I find something interesting. But anywho, let's continue. This post came with anonymous, well-known, and classic tagline. We are anonymous, we are legion, we are many, we are everywhere, we do not forgive, we will never forget, united as one, divided by zero, expect us. I know I personally thank Anonymous for the leaks, because it's something that's been on my heart, but it's never been something I ever came out and said. I never once connected Blackrock necessarily to the missing kids. Yeah, I did a whole video where I talk about how they own the world, but I just had a feeling, but I never said anything about it until, I saw these articles. And okay, yeah, and here's the Homeland Security's chart, if you all want to take a screenshot of it or whatever. This is how they're organized in the services that's under them, the entities under them. This one is for Health and Human Services, and they got lots of entities under them too. And then this one is for the Administration for Children and Family, the Administration for Children and Families. So, if you want to screenshot that one. And we'll get into the next article. Linking Blackrock. General Dynamics profits from child detention. Tell Blackrock and CEO Larry Fink to stop investing in General Dynamics and child detention. And we're going to, if you don't know, General Dynamics is like one of the biggest like security like contractors for the United States. Like they do a lot for like security, cybersecurity, weapons, manufacture. They do all kinds of stuff. And yeah. So, and we're going to link Blackrock, General Dynamics, and migrant detention through this article from Code Pink, which will also be linked in the description. Okay. Blackrock is the largest asset manager globally, controlling over $8 trillion in assets under management. That's right, $8 trillion in assets under management. That is a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of fucking money. Anyways, in addition, BlackRock is the world's largest shadow bank. It maintains significant stakes in weapons companies such as General Dynamics, Northrop Grumman, Boeing, Lockheed Martin. Oh yeah, and another thing, they also are heavily invested into the anti-gun companies as well. Isn't that a little bit ironic? General Dynamics is a prime example of a company profiting from those who are suffering. The military contractor has taken a government contract to provide, quote, social services to migrant children at U.S. detention camps. Yeah. A weapons manufacturing company did a contract with the government to provide social services to migrant children at U.S. detention camps. In the past, General Dynamics has supplied weapons to Saudi Arabia, Israel, Iraq, and Turkey, and directly benefited from the U.S. invasion of Iraq. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it almost sounds like they were supplying guns to both sides of the arguments everywhere. Yeah, no wonder. And as a result, who benefits? BlackRock. Just keep that in mind. How does General Dynamics support child detention? By numerous things. IT, caseworker support, file review, redaction, data entry, services that provide tracking and managing files when children and families are in the immigration system. Like, what the fuck does that... Why do they need a weapons contractor to track? Can't the internet just track their files? If they're talking about files, the internet... I mean, they could do... I don't know. This is all my opinion, by the way. I'm no expert on any of this. Just so you all know. I want to make that clear. I'm no expert on any of this. I'm just, a bird on the internet. Why are you targeting BlackRock instead of General Dynamics? Good question. Let's see if Code Pink has an answer to that. BlackRock owns more than 16 million shares of General Dynamics stock. BlackRock is directly profiting from General Dynamics' actions as a part of border militarization. Putting pressure on shareholders is how we can start to shift the conversation around how we treat immigrants and others impacted by U.S. war policies. So, it's been set up like this for BlackRock and General... Well, BlackRock is the one... shareholders own the companies. Okay? So let's stop pretending like BlackRock doesn't own all this stuff. They do. They own the textbooks, the weapons companies, the anti-weapons companies. They own, all the medias, the competing medias. They own all of it. They own the fucking world. But anyway, is General Dynamics profiting from other parts of border militarization? General Dynamics holds several government contracts for information technology and support services for many government agencies, including the Department of Homeland Security. Are there any other military contractors who are profiting from child detention? Yes, MVM. And just so you don't know, in case you guys, sorry about that. In case you guys don't know, it's like another. I'm not really sure exactly what MVM is. I just did one little Google search on it, but it sounds like they're it's like another General Dynamics, basically another security contractor. You know what I mean? But anyways. As a result, we have an opportunity to put pressure on Blackrock and other shareholders for their role in profiting from General Dynamics' role in family separation, child detention, and other unjust practices that target immigrants and refugees. So basically, General Dynamics, since if I'm connecting this article back to the other article, this is what I'm getting from it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it almost sounds like that when Biden opened up the border and all of that, and, the flood came in, particularly with children, they did some kind of contract with General Dynamics so they could go down there and provide, quote, social services specifically to the children who were detained. So that's what I've gotten from it. Let me know if I'm wrong. What agency is contracting out with General Dynamics? Specifically, regarding the role that General Dynamics plays in profiting from child detention facilities, its contract is with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. DHHS is a part of the network of agencies that handle immigration and refugee cases in the U.S. Same ones who handle CPS. For example, the Office of Refugee Resettlement, ORR, is a part of the Health and Human Services, which is on that other organizational chart. And ORR is responsible for coordinating services for refugees. General Dynamics provides information technology systems and support for managing refugee case files. And like I said before, something just sounds, I don't know, it sounds like a little more than that. I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. Oh, yeah. And I know everyone likes to say, well, it's not Blackrock, it's Rockefeller and the Rothschild. Well, let's look at who owns Rockefeller. Let's look at their shareholders, okay? Their top shareholder is a company by the name SPDR 500 ET. And if you Google that company, that is a Blackrock company. And also Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, all of them, guess who their biggest shareholders are? Blackrock. And that is a large portion of their shareholders here in Rockefeller. So it looks to me like BlackRock got Rockefeller by the balls pretty much. That's what it sounds like. But I don't know. I could be wrong. This is all my opinion. But that's just Rockefeller. What about the Rothschild? How are they connected to BlackRock? Well, as of 2023, they're partners with BlackRock. Wouldn't you know it? Rothschild and BlackRock emerged as partners. Gee. Well, gosh. So it looks like, do I need to elaborate? Do I need to elaborate on who runs things now? I mean, besides our government directly, whom BlackRock works with very closely, other than just with this whole security thing. I mean, that's not to mention they also own most of the pharmaceuticals companies. They're the biggest shareholders in those. They're the biggest shareholders in most of the biggest health insurance companies. So, all of it. I mean, they pretty much, they make money off of every little thing in our daily lives. So, yeah. And like I said, Larry Fink, blink twice if someone got you. Blink twice if you're in danger. Thanks for listening.